Welcome to the Indie Corner, where we talk about all things independent comics, specifically the greatest superhero comic book in the universe, Robert Kirkman's Invincible. I'm Mikey.
I'm Christian. Hello.
And today, guys, we're back at it again. Main story, Volume 8, My Favorite Martian story arc, issues 36 to 42. It's going to be popping. It's going to be great. Also, it is 10:38 right now. So happy Hallows Eve to everybody. Clearly, it sucks because of COVID that we can't be entirely popping as it was last year. But we make the best of it. You can see I'm pseudo in costume. I'm wearing my burger hat. Christian out here wearing the best costume I've ever fucking seen.
Oh, shucks. I can't take compliments well because of my anxiety, so I'm going to take some medication.
Exactly. Don't know D now. Come on, now we got a podcast to do.
No promises. These are horse tranquilizers, so we have exactly 1 hour and 30 minutes before they kick in. A brilliant segue to issue 36.
Well, you want to show them your hands? Show your hands real quick to the screen.
Yeah, sure.
Lovely. This man committed.
Yeah, and I got mascara for it to get that ratchet ass crackhead look that he goes with it. Got the hair, got his necklace, got my nipples out. It's all good.
I mean, Christian was wondering, what are you, Mikey? And he gave me this awesome idea, so I'm just gonna say, welcome to Good Burger, home with the Good Burger. Take water.
Yes.
I'll do the costume next year. I'll get the whole outfit.
I got you, bro. It'll be great.
Yeah,
it'll be a dynamic duo. But
so you want to talk about issue 36?
Yes, I want to talk about issue 36. So 36 starts with all the dudes in the locker room. Rex is upset about Immortal getting married to his ex. And he's bitching and complaining about it. And he talks to, I think, Black Samson.
Yeah.
Saying that, she's such a basic ass bitch. Like, if I was gonna marry someone, I was gonna marry Eve.
No, he's talking to Bulletproof. My fault.
Oh, Bulletproof, yeah. And then Bulletproof's like, all right, you're on that bullshit again. Rex is like, yeah, I am. Then we shift over to Mark flying through the skies. Dude, very nice imagery there.
So good.
Quality ass art. And then he makes it to his dorm room. He finds a letter from the dean saying that he wants to talk to him about his attendance. And Will brings up the whole Rick thing again because he's still missing.
Mm-hmm.
And Mark's like, listen, I have this whole thing with my dad and the books thing. I really gotta do it. There's like, well, if you had a plan for Rick, do you think you could help me out then? And then Mark's like, yeah, sure, I could help you out then. And then Will's like, all right, I got a plan. After that, it shifts back to Guardian of the
Glory. Our boy, Doc Seismic, back at it again.
Yeah, leading the revolution from the prison.
I love how this man fell down a cliff and became bootleg Vulture, bootleg Shocker, and then became bootleg Mole Man.
This man is just bootleg on bootleg on bootleg. It's not so an original bone in his body. He's leading the escape from prison, and the what's it called? Guardians of the Globe are having a hard time with it.
Yeah.
They're not really capturing anyone, and they're kind of just surviving. Immortal's being extra protective over Kate because they're gonna get married. Kate's obviously
like, fuck off! You're embarrassing me.
I'm a fucking superhero, man. Get off my dick. And this is where we're introduced to your boy, fucking
Shapesmith.
Thank you, Shapesmith. Yeah. He joins the fray, and he's able to capture one of the bad guys, whatever the fuck you already mentioned.
Doc Seismic.
Yeah, Doc Seismic.
Oh, sorry, bootleg Mole Man, bootleg Vulture, bootleg Shocker.
Thank you very much. Anything that I missed so far?
I mean, not really.
Break, Robot.
I mean,
what?
I was gonna say that I thought it was funny that when like Doc Seismic appears to have escaped, and then they're just like, God damn it, we let him escape, we failed. And then you just see a fucking Mauler twin show up out of nowhere, and he's like, I like to turn myself in. And he's just like, Rex is like, really? Like, and it's like, nah, it's fucking Shapesmith just like containing Doc Seismic within himself.
Oh yeah, that was a great scene.
That was so funny.
I got you. Yeah, and Immortal was pretty impressed by that. It's like, you know what, kid, we might want to give you a job. And then
He's like,
Shapes, yeah, I was like, what? My dweeb. Post fight, Robot asks Monster Girl on a date to go to the movies. Ooh, how cute. Then we go to William's plan. Mark's flying with William. William's looking like a hobo, and he explains that most of the abductions were two homeless people, so he's going to pose as bait, and then Invincible's going to follow him. All right.
So this is a dumbass plan.
Yeah, it's an absolutely stupid ass plan, and if he loses him once, he's screwed forever. He's going to be abducted. He gets abducted. Turns out, what are they called? Cybermen?
Reanimen.
Reanimen, yeah. He was abducted by one of these Reanimen, and they entered the sewers. Invincible follows them. He gets abducted. Yeah, he's in the sewers, and then Invincible starts to fight the Cybermen and discovers one of them is Rick. They found Rick. Oh my God, he's alive! But you know, he's kicking Invincible's ass, so that's a problem. Shipping back to to Sinclair, your old boy.
Sinclair.
Yep, and he has William tied up to a table, ready for experiments. And Will's getting ready for Mark to save the day any minute now. Eventually. Still waiting. So ends issue 36.
Yeah. I thought it was fun. I mean, it's continuing the whole Reanimen story arc. Because I thought I forgot that like Rick actually like gets saved. But yeah, I mean Rex being petty, Immortal I'm about to marry Duplicate. Just you know, good ass fights with fucking bootleg Mole Man, bootleg Vulture, bootleg Shocker. Coming back. Shapesmith is really cool. I like the whole like, you know, Robot and Monster Girl like starting to like build like a friendship that may like evolve into a relationship potentially. Who knows?
Yeah, they're definitely get into a relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good issue, and like the art always great. I love that those panels of just Mark just flying. It's just so cool. Yeah, but yeah, so it's good stuff. Good stuff so far.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Definitely got me with one of the Mauler twins coming in. You know,
yeah, I was like, no, because they did escape. They escaped the prison.
Yeah,
they did. Yeah, I'm like, if I go back to the panels where like the fight was taking place, yeah, like the Mauler twins escape. Like, what's his name? The elephant that clearly isn't the Rhino escapes. Looks like. Yeah, the Serpent Society guy. Escaped. And he comes back later in this this arc.
Yeah.
I didn't see him the first time.
Yeah.
The dude that Mark fought last episode, I forgot which issue, but the golden guy with the spikes, with the golden thing with the spikes. Yeah, he escapes. So yeah, like mad people just escape the prison, so like it keeps the plot going with like villains coming back and stuff like that. So
yeah,
it's fun time.
Yeah, always fun time. Ready for 37?
Yeah.
Cool. That's you.
Oh, that's me?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, it is me. Sorry.
Yeah.
So issue 37. Yeah.
It's gonna have some Dutch butter cookies.
Nice. Down them shits. So anyway, it starts with Robot and Monster Girl going on their little date at the movies. They're trying to get into a rated R film which is funny because they have the minds of adults, but they look like children. So the clerk's not buying it. But then Robot uses his intelligence to persuade an adult nearby who's a Knicks fan, to essentially get them their tickets. And the way he does this is that he basically like he notices the guy's a Knicks fan, and he just says like, hey, like this guy's my dad. He just wanted me to like feel independent on my date. So hey, I'll get in touch with him right now. He says he goes to like, excuse me, sir. Me and this scorecard are having a discussion about the Knicks sucking because they do.
Wow.
And he wants and I'm telling him that he's false. Can you back me up? Hey, sir, he's telling the truth. And so then he's basically it's like, but then the circle clerk doesn't obviously just says, okay, yeah, he's your dad, and gives him the tickets. And Ron Seagross is admiring how smart he is, and reminds him to not talk about himself throughout the entire date. Which I think it's very good banter, and I like it.
Yep.
And then it is, and then it transitions back to William waking up. Dean Sinclair's about to do his experiments on him, turn him into a reaniman, and injects him with a toxin that fucking paralyzes him. And he just a constant reminder to that Dean Sinclair's a fucking sadist. And like he says like, oh, thank God, like you're not drunk or anything, because the people that get off the street are mostly drunk off their ass, so I can't really enjoy hurting them. So then next Mark comes in with the clutch. He fucking Kimbe Matumbos these motherfuckers, comes out of nowhere.
Straight through the ground.
Yeah, and then essentially, I love how Williams like not the wall, but close enough.
Yeah.
Mark says free. William, come on, let's go. Like you have to sign somewhere. He's like, Mark, I can't fucking move. So then Mark is getting assaulted by these random men, and he's trying to tap into Rick's human ish because human self, because obviously he's not in control of what he's doing. And then but he Mark's essentially like getting his ass kicked by these random men, and then William starts to tap into Rick's human self, and he's like, come on, Rick, it's us, it's me and Mark, it's William and Mark, we're your friends, like come on now. Then Rick snaps out of it and then starts to essentially defy Dean Sinclair and fight alongside Mark to destroy the rest of these random men. And then essentially once that fight is over, Mark essentially his Viltrumite rage comes out a bit and is saying things like, you fucking asshole, do you think it's a good idea to fucking take innocent people and start experimenting on them? What kind of person are you? Blah blah blah. D.A. Sinclair's not giving a fuck because obviously he has that ego of himself where he's more intelligent than everyone else. He thinks he can do whatever the fuck he wants. Fucking Mark backhands this kid so fucking hard he breaks his fucking jaw. His jaw sort of detaches. And that's when fucking Cecil shows up. And just so that our audience is aware, I remember when we talked about the animated series, we see a clip of that in the trailer for the animated show. So we'll see this in the animated show. Yeah. Fucking Mark backhand D.A. Sinclair, and you see his jaw fucking snap. It's straight taken from this panel, and I love it.
Nice.
So we're gonna see this shit happen in the show. So Cecil comes in. And sometime later, Cecil saying Mark's like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to just lose it back there. It's it's my fault. It's listen, it's okay. It's do your job. You saved lives. Just remember to to keep control of your temper. So then, William's getting dragged out into the port of the Pentagon. Mark's asking why, because Cecil saying we can help rejuvenate him because of the paralytic toxin. We have to figure out what's happening to him, and we'll rejuvenate him. So what about Rick? Rick, he's a little bit more tricky situation, but we have all the tools and capabilities to at least make him look normal again. So
we have the technology.
Yeah,
we can make him stronger,
faster, better than ever before.
More Donald.
He's and he's like, you know what? Mark, just get some rest. We'll take care of it later. Mark flies back to campus, to try to get some rest, but then he gets a call from Dean Winslow to go into their meeting because he hasn't forgot about the meeting clearly. So he goes in. Mark is Dean Winslow listen, Mark. I wanted to take this case personally because you're one of my boys. When you graduated, I graduated with you, essentially. That's how it be. Yeah, you suck at college. You literally have missed 80% of your classes. But Mark's saying it's like, yeah, but like I submit all my work in on time for the most part, even though some of them has been late. But like, here's the thing though, attendance accounts for a part of your grade. So like, literally, you have a fucking D average right now. And it's like,
I love Carl Winslow. Keep an eye out for Mark. Keeping an eye out for him.
yeah,
I love it. Yeah.
Let's say
Carl Winslow being what he's based off.
exactly, dude. We need to get Carl Winslow, the guy. We need to get Reginald Vell Johnson on the show.
Yeah, I would die.
He would be so confused.
I love him so much.
He would be so confused on why he's on the show.
Yeah. What is this shit? What comics is it? What? Who is that? What? Who are you people?
Who are you people? But essentially, he's basically just like, what is it, Mark? Is it drugs? No, it's not drugs. Is it alcohol? No, it's not alcohol. Like whatever it is, Mark, you have to fucking clean it up now because if you keep dealing with this, with having this issues going on in your life and affecting your grades, you're not gonna do well in school, like at all. Like you'll be so behind. And but then Mark's basically like flies away, and he's just saying, and once they already here, Winslow's like, "Oh, you're never going to last here. You're never going to last here at Upstate University. Do you understand?" And Mark is he's just trying to see a cool big panel of Mark just flying above the university and just sighing, like thinking about if this college thing's actually going to work for him.
He's starting to feel the pressure from all the superhero stuff.
Yeah, and thinking it's like because like so much stuff's going on in his life. Is college even worth it at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, transitions back to Amber. Amber's talking to the guy that we saw last episode, Gary, that she met at the library. Who they're what was it? They're in the same class and like they needed a textbook.
They share the same book because there's only one copy.
Yeah, there's only one copy.
Mm-hmm.
So then they're talking. He's like finding it weird that like is your boyfriend okay with this? Blah blah blah. Then you just see Mark tap on the fucking window, and he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "What the fuck is that?
Who is that man?
Who is that?" And he's like, "Oh no, it's my boyfriend. He's just throwing rocks, because that's how he gets my attention. That he's here." Then it transitions to
the
window. And then we see Mark come in talking about like, why is there a boy here? Why didn't you tell me this? Blah blah blah. Like I think, and she's just saying like, I didn't have to tell you anything. Like we're just studying. We have to share a textbook. He just gives him the whole spiel. Mark's just being jealous. Then we get Cecil being like, Mark, you have to come in now. And he's like saying, okay, I have to go. I'll call you later. So it's the same old thing of like them having a conversation, him having to leave. Then transitions back to Mark back at the Pentagon. Mark at the Pentagon. Cecil basically explaining like how's William doing. He says William's fine. The thing wasn't permanent. We got him back to normal. You'll see him in a bit. But here's the thing. How's Rick? Here's the thing with Rick.
Bro, that image of Rick looks so nasty.
It's so gross. Like literally, like they like we go back to like the room with like the white room with like like how did Cecil explain it? Like
the light is on a wavelength that humans can't see.
Yeah, so they're back in the white room and they see like they activate they give Mark permission to see Rick's progress, and Rick is literally being like mutilated by these surgeons because like he's mostly because like Diaz can get a number on him. Like he like has a lot of mechanical parts. So he's essentially gonna be a more Donald situation where like he's gonna have some cybernetic enhancements, but he's gonna look normal. But then this just pisses Mark off and see like his temper is, acting up again. Is getting to him. And it's just like literally like thank God you got there when you did because you wouldn't have stopped me from fucking killing this dude. Like seriously. And which is wild. Then it's like and Caesar was like, listen, Mark, best not dwell on it, son. At least like it's like it's like Mark saying it's inexcusable what he did. Like he was kidnapping people and turning them into fucking killing machines. And Lisa was like, you know what? He's in jail. He's in custody. He's gonna be tried. It's fine. It's what have you. Justice will be served, Mark. Don't worry. Then transitions back to William. William is basically like, oh my god, we're at the Pentagon. Oh my god, like I got this cool fucking suit. Oh my god, I feel so fucking great. Well, let me be your partner. I will be your partner. I think they should put me on the payroll, right? And it's like, literally, like Williams is so fucking excited.
We'll take
and
a pay cut. I'll do anything. I'll suck your dick. Get me on the job.
I'll suck some dick to get a job here. He's so fucking excited. And then like Mark essentially is gonna like take William back home, transitions back to Utah. Funny thing is, I forgot that this place, the Guardians of the Globe headquarters, was in fucking Utah.
Me too.
Yeah. It transitions back to what's it called? Montegro and Robot. They're basically like talking about how well their date went, which I think is very cute.
So cute. Yeah, I like this scene. Yeah,
and essentially like, like, yeah, we should do it again sometime. And then she asks him a question like, hey, how does this new natural body of hers like age like naturally? And she has like this weird smirk, and she's like, yeah, of course it does. I mean, it's still a normal body. And the thing is, like, the problem is that like I have more than a few years. Like, it's been like she was hoping like to like
have a few more years with him at that age before it gets
before it starts getting older, where it's like people will notice that like the whole age gap. But he says like, wait a minute, listen, I haven't stopped when it comes to finding a cure for you. Actually, I've made a breakthrough recently, and like, yeah, she's like very hesitant. She's like, I'll believe it when I see it, but like she's optimistic, and it's very cute. They're having a very cute dynamic. Yep. So then back to the Pentagon, we see DA himself, and he's basically talking with someone. And I love how like fucked he has like his huge fucking like metallic brace underneath his jaw and his neck, because like Mark straight up broke at the bottom portion of his
jaw's goop now, man.
It's so bad. But he's saying like, listen, he's like, hey, you come like the guy's like the guy's talking to, he's like, hey, you're comfortable here, and he's just like, and it's like, this is what really like, it's not really what the cells were designed for, huh? Like business, like we've been I've been watching you for a while. I've been impressed. I've actually been keeping you on the radar for a while, which makes sense why D.A. Sinclair hasn't been, which he explains how he hasn't been discovered by anybody, because this mysterious person has been keeping everything about him on the down low, and actually Loki has been funding him like little by little, It's like, and this is like, it's like, what is it? It's like, and literally, like, he even said, like, my arrest hasn't even been public knowledge, hasn't it? The person's like, no. And he's basically just like, listen, no, it's not. It's like, you know, like, you just won't even be on your criminal record. You're not even going to be fucking tried. We're letting you out.
And in fact, we're going to give you a job.
Exactly, we're going to give you a job if as long as you accept all our terms. And turns out the person that's talking to him is fucking Cecil.
Oh my God, what a twist!
What a twist! And thing is, like, it's kind of a twist, but like I kind of expected, because it's the government.
You can't trust the government.
You can't trust the government,
bro.
But granted, it's flawed because like he basically lied to Mark's face about him facing justice, to meet his own ends.
Yeah, Cecil, I love you, man.
Yeah, so Cecil seems to be like Cecil's starting to be a little bit sketch,
Yeah, he kind of sus.
Kind of sus.
Yeah.
So that is issue 37, people. So Christian, thoughts?
Why didn't they just buy a different movie and sneak into the rated R movie like everyone else?
That's true.
Yeah, and Robot.
Remember, I mean, Robot hasn't really been out in the outside world.
But he's supposed to be so smart.
I know, yeah, but like he still hasn't really adapted to society yet. That's still something.
It wouldn't have been as interesting if they did what I did. How he did it is a lot more interesting.
A lot more interesting, yeah. Right. But any other thoughts? I thought this issue was cool. It was a great issue. It was a cool issue.
Oh, yeah, it was a great issue. I like when Sinclair was talking to someone, I immediately knew it was going to be Cecil. Because fuck the government, man.
Government.
I trust him. I was just waiting for him to be like, hey, man, those super soldiers, they're kind of looking pretty good, man. I'm gonna make some
basically
soldiers for me. Fucking get a little bit of that shit.
Yeah, so we'll see in the future. We'll see what Cecil's planning to do with the D.A. Sinclair's work.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. I like how they also acknowledged the pressure that Mark's under.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's like things are just caving in around him, pushing him a little bit more,
Hmm.
making him go a little bit closer and closer to just start going onto a murderous killing spree.
Exactly. I mean, it also like plays on like the trope of like, the whole like teen like superhero like secret identity like aspect where like how they can effectively handle their superhero life and their
Mm-hmm.
regular life normally, but like Mark honestly can't do that because,
Mm-hmm.
realistically that doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Like so that's what I find very interesting. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like we also see like, his he still got that temper, like, that Peter Parker warned him about, but
Mm-hmm.
like it's a part of his nature at this point because he's like half Viltrumite. So
You're just like your father.
that's like your father.
You ain't shit, duck, and you ain't never gonna be shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's get ready for 38.
38.
Mm.
Don't mind Christian popping pills. Don't mind Kyle's popping pills. They're prescribed.
Yeah, man, these horse tranquilizers, they don't do it for me anymore, man. Just do not do it for me. Okay, so
38.
issue 38. So it starts off with your boy, Alan the
Fucking
alien,
Alan the alien.
returning back from the dead. God cannot keep this man down.
Not
Not
even
even,
not even a damn Viltrumite can keep this man down.
not even. And he
This
comes
man
back.
got his eye gouged, his stomach emboweled, his arm ripped clean off, and this man is still back at it.
All in space. Bro, and you know what else? He got stronger than ever. My
He
boy
got
is
fucking
ripped.
Aki.
Oh my god, he's like a
Dude,
tank.
I actually love this because like I forgot how fucking like jacked, how
Yeah.
fucking huge Alan looks like when he
Come on,
after
boy,
like getting
because
killed.
he's got the beat.
That's
Anywho,
why I want The Rock to play him like in live action, like at least have the body, like because like
I
he
just
just gets so
imagine
fucking
Rock
big.
with a Cyclops eye. I can't. It's so funny.
I mean,
No,
Al would be a CGI character, but like The Rock would be his voice and like the body, of course.
no, I like the idea of having the Rock book just CGI the eye close.
No,
Yeah, but
it's
you know,
orange.
at first when they said Seth Rogen was going to be the voice actor, I wasn't
Yeah,
about it. But now I started reading his voice
yeah.
as it. I was like, I kind of like it now.
It works. It works.
Yeah. So after Alan gets better, he meets up with the old guy and his
Thetis.
name. What
Don't
is his
forget Thetis,
name? Thetis.
the
And
leader of the coalition of planets.
yes, and he congratulates him on the speedy recovery. And he says, "You know what? Your strength is more than doubled, more than tripled. It's through the roof, man. We don't have equipment to measure it. We're thinking you're probably at Viltrumite level."
Mm-hmm.
And Alan's like, I mean, thank you. I do feel stronger, but how do you know? Like, we don't have any real data on Viltrumites, so we can't say for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then he reveals, because I'm a Viltrumite, Alan.
Dun dun dun.
Blah, blah, blah. And he removes his fake beard, but leaves the mustache because
Yeah,
all
but
the
has the mustache, of course.
yes, of course.
I when I read this for the first time, like back when I read Invincible, I was like, "Oh my god, what?" Like,
Right. For the twist. Yeah, he was inspired by Mark being a rebellious little boy and
hmm
going against the Viltrumites' reign. So he decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna reveal myself.
But also, like, he thinks that like maybe we can. If Mark has the capability of portraying, or even Omni Man portraying the
Mhm.
Viltrumite Empire, maybe there are other Viltrumites out there that we can recruit to face in the to coalition plans to like have a more like even playing field.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So things are coming together. The fight against the Viltrumites is
Word.
closing in. We're finally having the people who could actually step up to them.
It's it's cooking.
And yeah, Mark's getting swole. Alan's getting swole. Daddy's being a rebellious little boy.
Exactly.
Yeah, the old guy's also there.
Yeah.
Yeah, after this conversation happens, we head back to Earth, and Rick is not having a fun time with his body. He's kind of not about it. And our boy Donald,
Donald.
oh, friendly neighborhood cyborg. Yeah, yeah.
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 Android.
Android?
Yeah, I
He's
remember
still
like
human
only his
again.
brain is left.
Okay, Android. Yeah. Um, what is it? Yeah. He comes in to talk to Rick, and Rick's like, I'm having a hard time, and you have no clue the shit that I'm going through right now. And Donald's like, yeah, not exactly, but kind of, yeah. And then reveals that he's also a robot. It's like, listen,
Mhm.
pal. When I got turned into a robot, I got my memories wiped, I got my emotions shut down, and my wife left me. But when I figured out who I was and I came to terms with it, shit got better. So if you
Mhm.
ever want to talk about it, vent to me, since I didn't have anyone to talk to, I got
Mhm.
you. And Rick was like, thanks. You're my new surrogate dad.
I love
Adding
this.
a little again part.
I
Yeah.
love this scene so much because this is like because
It's
like
sweet.
ever since we've seen from like Donald like in Brit till now, seeing
Mm,
like when some like finally when someone is in the same shoes as him, like being more of a mentor figure, like a support system, and I thought it
mm.
was very sweet. I was like, oh, Donald.
Yeah, I'm just happy that Donald's back. I really liked him in Brit.
I love Donald, man.
Yeah,
Donald's the shit.
yeah. So after this nice heartwarming scene with Donald and Rick, we go to Amber and her friends bitching about Mark, saying, "Stop dating this man. He ain't shit. Go out with what? Gary is his name?
Gary, yeah,
Yeah, fucking bitch ass with only the hair on the chin without the mustache.
exactly,
Fuck
exactly.
him." Yeah. And then Amber's like, no, it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm happy. And they're like, ah, you kind of like him though. Don't lie. And she's like, no.
Yeah,
Um,
you can't hide the twinkle
you
in the
can't.
eye.
It's like, what twinkle? It's like, I twinkle whenever you talk about him. It's like, oh, he's so funny. Fuck you, Amber, cheating asshole.
No, because like literally we were discussing off before the live. Her friends are fucking terrible for actually justifying her to cheat on Mark when Mark literally is being trying to be a good boyfriend to her, but the circumstances doesn't apply to like
Yeah.
the relationship. It's just like, oh
Mhm.
fuck Mark. He went on a 2 month long camping trip and has supposedly did not have a cell phone. He always leaves when things are important and like with some excuse. Fuck that man. Cheat on him. I'm just like, no.
Come on, guys.
What
Stop.
is wrong with you people?
Yeah, Amber's being a decent human being and being like, I don't want to cheat on my boyfriend.
Yeah,
And
but
Mark is listening in on, yeah, what?
I'm saying, but like, how would you think that like their opinions would change if they thought Mark would they if they knew that Mark was invincible?
Yeah, most definitely. They probably just be like, oh my God, your boyfriend's a superhero. Can I get an autograph? And things like that. They'll probably just smooch off of him.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they ain't shit. Those friends ain't shit.
Ain't shit.
Yeah. And Mark overhears this whole conversation and walks in, and they stop, and they're kind of feeling a little bit bad because they were talking so much shit about Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Mark was like, "Hey, Amber, can
As
you
they
come out?"
should be.
Yes, as they should. And he comes out and is like, "Hey, I heard what was happening there. The whole Gary thing. The fuck is up with that?" Amber's like, "No, I'm not interested. I don't fucking like him. But they're like, oh, you gotta suck and you never get to know them." And Mark
Mm-hmm.
is like, "Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I have been kind of distant. I'm not gonna lie. But how about we go on a date like right now?" Amber's like, "What? Really? So sudden? What do you want to do?" And Mark's like, "Bowling, movies, food. I don't give a shit." And then
We
Amber's
could
like,
do
"Oh
all three.
yeah. I mean, okay. I don't see why not." Do you like this girl voice that I'm doing, Mikey?
Oh, I love it, man. It's great.
Yeah. It's like, "Oh, geez, but what about my friends?" And Mark's like, "Fucking bring them, bitch." And then yeah. And Mark asks out a whole group of people because he's that baller.
But like literally, I love the way he does it because he's like, "Hey guys, me and Emma are gonna go on a date. Y'all want to come because so that you guys can get to know me instead of just being hating assholes." It's
Yeah.
so great.
He does like little subtle jabs. He's like, "Hey guys, why don't you try to get me know me first?"
He
Yeah.
literally was just like, "Hey, yeah, guys, you want to come along? Yeah, yeah, cool. But still, fuck you." Like,
That's why we love Mark, man. That's why we love Mark. He's a real one. Doesn't deal with these people's shit.
exactly.
Yeah. After the scene, we go to the Lizard League.
The Lizard League,
Yeah,
which isn't bootleg Hydra and Serpent
totally
Society
not
combined.
like Hydra. Yeah, totally. What are you? Ridiculous. Boy, the second in command is leading this attack. We don't know what attack it is yet, but he rallied the troops, giving them height, and he gets shot in the head by the OG leader, whose name I do not know.
Honestly, I forgot to.
Cool. So
But
we don't.
we'll call him Cobra. We're just gonna call him Cobra Commander, not because he is Cobra Commander, but because it's snake themed.
Yes.
But he clearly is not Cobra Commander.
Yeah, sure. Definitely not. He shoots him and he says this really funny little thing that I escaped. Don't you guys watch the news? It was everywhere. And the last comic they talked about, we saw him escape. It was great. Then we go to Mark's house. And we have Oliver.
Yay.
And yay, Oliver, woo! And his teacher and mom. God, I love mom.
Debbie.
They're talking about Debbie, and we're talking about how he's advancing so well. He's doing math at a 4th grade level. He's reading at a 7th grade level, and the teacher says, at this rate, he'll be teaching us things. He's a genius,
and he's only been teaching him for like less than a month.
Yeah, less than a month. It's ridiculous. This boy's gonna be a boy genius.
So they were correct about him inheriting his mom's speedy intellect, essentially.
Yep. And at the end, they have a nice little hug sesh, Debbie and Oliver. And Debbie's face just screams motherly love, and it's so nice.
It's
so her little boy.
And he says, "I love you, mommy, Debbie." And I'm like, "Oh my god, it's so cute."
Yeah, I still don't like him.
No, don't dare disrespect Oliver. He's best boy.
He is boy, and that's a thing. But back to the astronaut that got left on Mars. You remember it? No, don't make that frowning face, Mikey. Back to the astronaut that was left on Mars. He's now
the real Rus Livingston.
The real OG Rus Livingston. Back at it again. He is in this gigantic spaceship. And he has these squidlings.
The Sequids have, as you can see from this cover, they have taken over him. He is now the leader of the Sequids.
Yes. And he has the Martians enslaved in that ship, forcing them to do manual labor and things like that.
Yeah.
Yes, and they're on their way to Earth to take over all the Earthlings' minds. Are they called solids? He called them solids.
He calls them solids.
Yeah, the Sequids call them solids. Yes, and then we cut back to Earth. Post-group activity date. Amber's friends are just gushing over Mark because who doesn't fucking love Mark?
Of course. Who doesn't love Mark?
Yeah. And then Amber's like, oh, guys, it was so great to hang out with all of you. But me and Mark, we got to go. And one of her friends is like, oh, they gonna fuck. I got you. We're going to head out. And then Mark's like, we're going to fuck? And then Amber's like, no, I just wanted to say thank you for doing this. It was really sweet. Anyway, I got to go study. And then Mark's like, no coochie? And Amber's like, no coochie.
So no head breaks the skateboard.
So no head? Oh, okay. Slams phone on the ground. Oh,
He doesn't slam it to the ground. He just throws it so hard it ends up in the center of the earth because he has super strength.
Okay, so we didn't get laid. We go back to Kate and Immortal, and they got. I feel like this is in 39. Is this?
What? No. 38. No. This happened.
Cool. All right, cool. Oh yeah. So Kate and Immortal, they went to Vegas. They got married.
They eloped. Yes. Correct. That's the word. Okay.
I don't know. Man, I'm on horse tranquilizers. I don't know what the fuck is happening right now. But Rex is being kind of salty, and Oh, do you want to do the quote? I don't remember it completely well with what
Oh,
it
he
said.
says the fucking savage shit
Yeah,
I've ever read in the comic book.
the audacity of this man talking
So
shit about
fucking,
it.
so fucking, so fucking Rex.
Yeah,
Basically, just like, congratulations, the Morty, you're a very lucky guy, and is like, you couldn't have picked a better girl. Basically, just giving them kudos for being married. Rex, Kate dunks on this man. It's like, that's so sweet, Rex. That's so sweet, Rex. Like, I really appreciate it. If you just showed me a little bit more compassion, maybe we were while we were together, maybe we'd still be together.
you
Then Rex looked at her just like, so yeah,
but
thanks for being you. Bye.
fuck
It's
right
so,
to that.
oh god, man. It's just like, it's for Rex being an asshole.
Yup.
Mm,
God, we love Rex.
yeah, but
So
he
after,
deserves it though. He's a piece of shit.
yep, after talking a little bit of shit, Shapeshifter pops in, your little boy, and he's super excited and super happy to be a part of the team. And Cecil interrupts it with an amazing alert. The Martians are coming. And Shapeshifter is kind of like, oh shit. My people are upset and they're going to kill my new friends.
Basically.
Yeah. And then we go to Africa. We have Mark waiting for Eve. And then Eve's surprised because she wasn't expecting him. But then she looks at him and he looks at her. And then she looks at him. And then they look at her and they fucking kiss. What
Ah!
the fuck? The audacity in 38. So it ends. Mikey, closing thoughts.
This issue is great. I love this
Yeah.
issue. This is good stuff. I mean,
I
you
was
know,
telling you before that the last scene literally made me gasp. And then I felt bad for gasping because, like, I fucking. I don't give a shit about these people. What the fuck?
you could have been calling you and Matt and the one have been you and Matt have been calling this shit since day one.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
So why am I surprised?
I love how you, because like I love how you're still shocked because like the whole Amber thing.
Yeah, I was just like, Mark wouldn't do that. He wouldn't kiss anyone while he's in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But he did.
What did he
You're supposed to be a Boy Scout.
But yeah,
Man,
this issue is great. We glad to see Alan coming back, of course, being hella Aki this time,
yes.
and has a goddamn 12 pack. Like what the fuck?
Boy is swole. He got muscles on muscles.
I mean, we're getting more stuff with like the coalition of planets, like with Thetis being a Viltrumite low key. I really do love the scene with Rick and Donald. I love that shit so much.
It was
That
very
was
sad.
very sincere, very sweet.
Yeah.
Amber-ish, Mark-ish, with their relationship seeming to be okay, but that bomb drop at the end being like, holy shit. I mean, it's just good stuff. It's more cookies, more setup for what's to come. Especially now what's to come, not just in this episode, but like the next stuff, go forward.
Yeah.
Oliver, being Oliver, being a little smart boy. I love that shit. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. So I mean, it's good stuff. I mean, even though I've read this is my second time reading it, I do find where like Immortals fucking marrying Duplicate. It's just like goddamn young. He's like 400 years old, but
yeah, relatively speaking, using dog years and carrying the two. That's gross.
that's great.
That's nasty. Do I have any closing thoughts?
Yeah, I mean,
only one.
what? Klaus, stop fucking.
It makes the ghosts.
Just come out of rehab. What are you doing?
It makes the ghosts quiet. Shut up, Ben. You're dead. I should have let you die. Anyway, I love Klaus so much. If you guys can't fucking tell,
Maybe
Ben's
we'll do Umbrella Academy on an indie corner someday. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm fucks with it.
But
I'll read quotes from Klaus and that's it. That's the only way I'll participate.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. So issue what is it? 39.
39. Yep.
39.
Yeah.
So issue. Also,
I thought I was gonna do it.
Oh, you're doing it?
Yeah, you're gonna do 40, and then
40. No, yeah,
42.
I was gonna do
41.
39. Yeah, I'm doing 4. Am I doing 40 to 42?
Yeah, but you could do 39 if you want to.
Yeah,
There's
I was
other
gonna do 30. I
answers.
was gonna do 39 to 41. But anyway,
Oh,
I love this country.
oh yeah, spaceship
This
sick.
is the most interesting looking spaceship I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Um, but anyway, so issue 39, essentially starts with. Actually, wait, I'm fucking dumb. No, yeah, Christian, this is your turn. Yeah, go. I don't know why. I got confused.
Are you saying that because you weren't prepared or because you actually realized?
Oh, yeah, I actually realized that I was
Or
being a dumb
both?
fuck. Okay, go.
I got you. Okay. So Shapesmith reveals to Cecil, all right, man, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm an alien. I'm a Martian. And Cecil's like, what?
What?
Where the fuck is Border Patrol? Who the fuck?
Make the dome. Make the goddamn dome.
Dome and make the aliens pay for it. So Shapesmith reveals he's a Martian, and he explains what's happening with the Sequids. They invaded the planet. Um, the Martians were able to defeat them, and since they have shape-shifting abilities, they couldn't get attached by them, so they decided to turn them into slaves.
Yeah.
But some people don't actually believe that history, and I forget what happened with the history, but they believe that the Sequids are being treated unfairly. They didn't deserve to be slaves.
Mm.
And they want to liberate them. And in order to do that, they needed a solid, hence a human.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm gonna just say real quick. The reason why is because like they thought that like the whole history of like like we triumphed over the Sequid, blah blah blah, like that's why they're slaves was just like a cover up because they're actually doing experiments on the Sequids to make them more docile for like slave labor. They thought it was like unfair, of course.
Yeah, that makes it more. You care a little bit more of the Sequids now.
Yeah.
So, Shapesmith, after the original astronaut got taken over, he took it as an opportunity for them to be liberated. And what did they do? Take over the goddamn planet, take a ship, and try to kill Earth.
Thing is, like, it's wild because fucking Shapesmith, the let his job was to like find someone to like once like the humans came, like he let Rus get taken on purpose. It wasn't an accident, which is what it appeared to be at one point. He literally got some Sequids, threw them on fucking Rus, and had them attack him so they could take his place as a part of like the whole resistance liberation front or whatever.
Yeah, little underground thing that they have on Mars. Cecil, obviously mad, decides to rally the troops and make some phone calls. One of them being Mark. Come back to Africa, and they're both talking at the same time. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. Why? What do you mean you? What I would? You know that.
Like,
shit.
but like, did like what? Like,
you kissed me? No, I kissed you. And they don't know who kissed who first.
It's so funny.
Yeah, because they both want to fuck each other.
Yeah, they both want to smash.
Yeah, they both want to smash. And Mark's like, listen, I can't do this, man. I got Amber. It's not fair to her. And then Eve was like, oh, you're right, my bad. And then Mark gets the phone call from Cecil. Cecil says, get over here, we're going into space. And Mark's like, do we need a backup? Cecil's like, sure, why not? And brings Eve. They hold hands because she's slow as fuck, and Mark's gonna drag her, and she has this weird sad face. I don't know what that was about.
I mean, because essentially, like, she's holding her hand, but like, she feels bad because she kissed Mark, but like he's with Amber, like she still feels bad about it.
Oh, okay. So she likes holding hands, but that also reminds her that she's an asshole.
Yeah,
for kissing a committed man. That makes sense.
She thought now, and it's just like
that's true. Yeah.
She's not gonna be like according to
plan. Yes, it's all according to plan. I'm gonna get my pussy fucked. I'm sorry.
Okay, stop.
I'm sorry. Oh, according to plan, I'm gonna get that meat. Meat. Anywho, back to the Guardians of the Globe. Cecil's assembling the team. He picked everyone except for Rex, Kate, and Shrinking Ray. Yeah.
Because because they don't have like invulnerable skin like the rest of them. So basically, it's like, okay, I'm gonna grab the useful people. Fuck the rest of you.
Yes. Oh yeah. So then Mark and Eve show up. They say, "Can we help?" And Cecil's like, "You can help, of course." Eve, can you do something with your skin and not get bit? And she's like, "Yeah, of course. I can manipulate matter. I can make something thicker so I don't get attacked by these aliens."
She's gonna she's gonna make like a full suit costume and like make it really dense.
Yeah. And it should help. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but I want to help out anyway. And Cecil's like, "All right, what fucking ever. Let's get you people on a spaceship." So boom, in a spaceship, they head off. Do they have the awkward talk? Nope, they don't. Okay, cool. So, Robot is talking to Monster Girl on the flight to outer space, and Robot's like, "I don't like it when you call me Robot. Call me Rudy." And Monster Girl's like, "Rudy Robot?" And Rudy's like, No, fucking do that, please. Thank you.
Yeah. So, audience, I know we've been calling him Tumor Baby like ever since we found him, but like his real name is Rudolph Connors. So like it's our first reveal of like he actually has a name. He's not just called Robot.
You weren't being assholes. All right, we just wasn't told to us yet. So we had to call him Tumor Baby because we couldn't call him anything else. Well, we could have called him something a little bit nicer, but that would have been funny. So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he's in a robot suit that looks just like robot because the signal from Earth to space isn't going to be quick enough and it'll be out of range. So he's going physically.
And it looks a lot like this, like the robot suit we saw, like the future version of
Yeah, it looks a lot bulkier.
Of robot wearing.
Mm-hmm.
And just to say that, like, since his name is Rudy, then maybe that robot that we saw in the future that saved Mark from the dimension was actually Rex.
Oh, did they say Rex?
Yeah, they said Rex. When Eve said "shut up, Rex," like, yeah.
The plot thickens.
Think about that.
It's gonna be a little bit spicy, you guys. After this cute little conversation between the little kiddos, we go back to Earth, and Amber got a phone call from Mark, and she's this hoe is bitching about this man who has to save the planet Earth, and she's like, "Yo, it isn't fair. Fuck you. I'm gonna call my side hoe Gary." She throws the fucking phone
She's
to the
just like,
ground.
"Oh, I don't have a choice," he said. Like, it's a matter of life and death, he said. The world is more important than me, he said. Like, shut the fuck up. Oh.
Fuck Amber. So after she finishes her bitchy fit, she does what a hoe does and calls another man, being like, "Hey, you want to watch a movie?" Back to the spaceship. Very nice, awkward scene. Mark sitting next to Eve, trying to make small talk, being like, "Hey, so you want to talk about that?" And then Eve's like, "No, not the time, nor the place." And he's like, "All right, bet. I'll be quiet."
Cool spaceship, though.
Yeah, pretty cool spaceship. Yeah. Okay. And back on Earth, Lizard Lead takes over Nuke Base, and I'm gonna call him Team B with Rexplode and Duplicate, and they're sent to stop the lizard people.
Stop Cobra. That's what they're. I'm sorry, not Cobra. I mean Hydra. Not Hydra. I mean
Hydra.
The lizard.
Totally not Nazis, probably. Yeah. Back to space. A-Team. They make it to the ship, and they're fucking ready to fight. And Mark's like, activate phasers. Rudy ignores that because it's a regular ass ship that doesn't have any weapons. But the ship that they're fighting does. And they explode their ship. Luckily, Eve saves the day. End of 39. She makes a bubble.
She makes a bubble.
Thoughts.
I
like the spaceship design. I thought it was really cool.
Spaceship design for like the Martian ship is so cool.
Yeah. Also the Earth design too. I thought was pretty neat.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. This issue is pretty dope. I enjoyed it. Let's see. I mean, yeah, the whole thing with like just Cecil being like, "What the fuck, Shakespeare?" Like it's just like it's so great.
I like to think headcanon that he's like, I gotta fire someone. How the fuck did we let this happen? I gotta fire someone.
He just went into like Trump mode. What am I gonna fire? I gotta fire somebody.
Fire everyone.
Who's getting fired right now?
I don't like this.
They made me upset. Melania, they made me upset.
My hands aren't small. We're gonna build a
fucking dome. It's gonna be huge across the U.S. The Martians are gonna pay for it.
These Martians, they don't send their best. They don't send their doctors. They send their criminals, the poor, the children raised by wolves. Fuck them.
People, the Martians are rapists. They're all rapists.
I hate all of them. White power.
All rapists. They're all rapists. Not like my friend was Epstein or anything, but they're all racist. They're all rapists. Anyway, yeah, but it's.
Oh, I was gonna keep. We could have done it for like a half an hour.
Let's kill this bit.
Yeah.
But anyway, this dope issue.
Except for my wife.
We're getting more. we're getting more background with like the Martian secret history. I thought was really cool. There's an other side to the history of how the Martians claim the sequence were there. And dealing with like Mark and Eve's awkwardness with them kissing each other, and then Amber potentially cheating, and like it's good stuff. It's more cooking. That thing with Robot got me thinking like, yo, I think it's now the future Robot, at least like that dimension's future of Robot, that potential future was Rex, because his name's Rudy here.
But now, man. I mean, they changed the future, maybe, unless it's fucking multiverse theory. Who fucking knows, man?
I mean,
who fucking
the
knows?
Multiverse does exist.
Yeah, the multiverse does exist. But does it apply to time travel too? Who knows? Is it the butterfly effect? Who knows? We're not gonna tell because I don't know, and Mikey won't. Mikey.
Yeah, because he doesn't know. I clearly do, but part of me forgets. So it's a long time I haven't read this book in a while.
I don't know, and Mikey forgot. So we're gonna pretend we're doing it on purpose.
Yeah. But it's a really good issue. I mean, like space battle, like a space battle, like space, cool stuff.
Yeah, but who doesn't like space battles?
Heathens. That's who doesn't.
Speaking of heathens.
Klaus, you're gonna OD. What are you doing?
They're vitamin gummies. Flintstone vitamin gummies, I promise.
If you weren't treating Ben like shit, this wouldn't happen.
Shut up, Ben. I don't want to get better. I like sucking dick and doing drugs. Find me an old lady to fuck. I fucking love Klaus.
Who doesn't? Anyway, so to start issue 40, dope. I love this. This is also a really dope cover with Mark facing off against he doesn't have a name, so what would we call the Sequid Rus Livingston now? Sequid
has to be something tentacle porn related. So I'm thinking Squid Senpai.
Squid Senpai. I'm not gonna give him like a legitimate one, call him like Hive Mind or something like that. But Squid Senpai works.
Squid Senpai. Yeah.
Yeah, but dope cover. Obviously Ryan Notley kills it. With Mark facing off against.
Squid Senpai.
Okay. So the issue starts off with, "Hey, they're not dead." Um, Eve
Oh
is
no.
creating, Eve is creating a bubble around themselves. They're in the vacuum space. He's using a lot of efforts, like keep them from like not dying.
Yeah, there's a weird explanation about like it being on Earth and it being easier for her.
Yeah.
I don't really know what it is,
Hmm.
but
So
whatever. It's hard
yeah,
for her.
so they're floating. They're trying to figure out whole. And Mark has a plan. Eventually, like, okay, guys, whoever who can fly, so essentially bulletproof, immortal, Black Samson himself, or even robot fly. No, we can't fly. To start pushing, so they get towards the ship. Then once they got close, they burst through, and then at the same time, Eve gets rid of the force field and creates a barrier so they don't like get sucked into the vacuum of space. And this is taking a toll for her because she hasn't done a lot of like various tasks with her powers simultaneously. And that's kind of put a strain on her. So then they burst through and encounter the Martians. The Martians, I love this scene with the Martians where just like, intruders have been in the engine room. Oh, like we have to fight them. And like fucking Sam Smith, like he still has the costume but goes back into his like Martian form for a bit. And it's just like, guys, it's me. I'm Martian. And it's like, on Earth? It's the Great Betrayer. We have to kill him too.
It just makes it even worse.
Exactly. Like he's trying to help, but it's just not work.
Mm-hmm.
But like the moral's like, okay, shut up. Like we're here to help y'all out because most like y'all are enslaved. We don't think you're working for them. So like, let's go and take down the sequence together. Let's team up. And then they essentially agree. Then we see fucking bulletproof like seeing a secret on the wall. Holy shit, I got it. He fucking punches it, like glass everywhere. And then he's like, okay, guys, I did it. Let's live. And he's just like, you, and Morse says, you idiot. The moment you killed the one sequin, it alerted the entire hive mind. Now they all know you're here. It's like, is this working? This is going smoothly.
We are doing great, you guys.
And then I love this page, they just get fucking swarmed by like thousands, if not like millions of like sequins. And I love like, I wonder how much of a bitch it was to like for Ollie to draw all of this.
Oh god, probably a lot of copy and pasting.
Maybe.
Yeah,
But like,
I don't know. He probably has a trick for doing tedious designs like that.
But granted, this was 2003, 2004. Photoshop wasn't really that intense yet, so they were doing this still by hand on on boards, on like traditional like pencil inks on boards.
Yeah, that's a lot. Oof.
I mean, I could see he like simplified like distance wise, so like if they seemed farther away, he would be like a big clump, but if it was closer, then they would put more detail. So that makes sense.
Yeah. Still a pain in the ass, though.
Yeah, it is. Eve essentially creates her suit, and I love this. It looks really fucking cool. Of her like new invulnerability suit.
A mask on it.
It has a helmet. She looks like a member of Voltron. Like
yeah. Futuristic spacesuit. I like it.
Yeah. So it transitions back to the what's it called? The Andersontown, Wyoming, with the nuclear base at the Serpent Society. Oh, I'm sorry, Cobra. Oh, I'm sorry, Hydra. Oh, I'm sorry.
I think you got it right the second time. Lizard Men.
The Lizard League. There we go.
Oh, the Lizard League.
They're really not the things that I mentioned. They're essentially they're just sitting there, they're standing there like, so, boss, what's the plan? Like we're just standing here. And you're just like,
we kill Captain America. I mean,
destroy G.I. Joe. I mean,
script.
So essentially, it's like we're just our plan is to wait here. We have the nuclear weapons at our arsenal. They're gonna send a team here to like thwart us. We're gonna kill them, of course. But after that, after the heroes that they send in get killed, we can start getting our demands, whatever the fuck they are. But we'll start getting our demands. But then essentially, like, listen, no one's in here. We have buttons to nuke, so like only we can activate it. So like and end the button to the door so no one can get in. So it's foolproof. But then we fucking see Shrinking Ray tapping the fucking button, and then we just see fucking Rex and an army of duplicates just start swarming in, and Rex throws in the baton, create a Rex explosion.
Oh,
On
nice.
and listen is like Rex like, "Sup, bitches, we're here." And
We're
then
here.
the fight breaks out. Fucking, I don't know what this dude is, but the huge fucking looking person takes two duplicates and just kills the two of them, and it's just like, what? And then Rex is like, Kate, because he clearly still cares for Kate, like a little bit. But he's like, listen, as long as one of me is still alive, I'm fine. The clones are expendable. Which is so fucking, because don't they have her consciousness too?
Yes, they do.
Don't they all have their own individuality?
God.
Jesus. Yeah. But then, so then the fight starts to take place between Team B and the Lizard League. Then we see fucking some Sequid Senpai come out of nowhere being like, solids, finally, more people to consume. And it's just like, be part of my army. But it's like, wait a minute. You guys, we can't penetrate your skin, just like some other.
Penetrate your bodies with your tentacles.
Exactly, like this. So this seems like this reminds me of another encounter we saw on Mars with another person who was impenetrable to our grasp, and they noticed it's fucking Invincible. It's him. It's him right there. It's him right there. He's the one we speak. I'm just like, wait a minute. Like, that's so funny. Like,
I know. He's just like standing right in front of him. Like, oh man, God, you guys remind me of that guy in the yellow suit. Reminds me of that guy in the yellow suit who came by with superpowers.
That's so funny.
You're so forgetful.
But then essentially, he gets like this guy's just like, saying like, is like, for centuries we've been mindless slaves, but we'll never be that again, especially once we get to Earth. We'll make all of them our fucking slaves. This is inevitable, blah blah blah. So they all get bombarded. Eve's getting tired since she can't even move her arms. They're all like getting bombarded and like encumbered by these fucking sequids. And essentially it's just like Black Simmons is yelling like, "Yo, Mark, guys, listen, like there's too fucking many of them for us to even like as many sequels as we kill, it's not gonna make a fucking difference because they just keep coming." And essentially, Robot starts tinkering and activates this fucking sound wave, and it starts to stun some Sequid Senpai and his army for a little bit. And essentially, Eve, out of precaution, makes a big barrier so they can like recuperate, regroup, and get their bearings, come with a plan. And it transitions back to Gary and the Thought. Gary and Amber discussing a movie. Amber and Gary getting their snacks for the movies. What's it called? Gary gets a call and talking to on the phone. Amber, being with Mark, obviously expects him to leave, but he basically just like, nah, like that was my boss. Someone called off. But they wanted me to come in, and so like, oh, she's like, oh no, it's fine. Like, I understand if it's important, having this is about being a parallel to Mark, his conversations with her, and he's being like, no, it's fine. Like, it's my day off. I can't get fired if like I don't want to come in. It's my day off. So then she's just like, besides, like, it would be rude of me to leave. And she's like, yeah, it would be. And then she starts smiling. And then she's just like, I look at parallel where she's like, it's a similar situation like Mark being on call for Cecil to leave, but like Gary's not leaving because you think it'd be rude, and she's like, she likes that. I'm just like, this. But anyway, transitions back to the Lizard League and Team B, the fight, and just this man, like, just many duplicates are being killed. And it's just a slaughter. And it's just like, and then it's like, and you don't see shrinking rays throughout this fight. And it's just blood everywhere. Like, all these duplicates are getting fucking killed, and just like they're being ripped apart. And then you just see like Rex. It's traumatizing Rex seeing like the girl he cares about getting killed over and over and over again, until it is revealed that all of the duplicates are dead. So
why didn't she leave one at home?
Yeah.
Why is she so dumb?
So And it's just the panel, just like the big guy just standing on just like covered in blood, just standing a bunch of like torn apart duplicates, and then Rex is just like freaking the fuck out. And then we just see fucking Shrieking Ray come out of nowhere because you don't see him throughout this entire fight. And then he's like, "Oh, you killed fucking duplicate. You'll be like I'm going to make you pay." It's like, no. He's like, "You know where you're gonna be? My dessert." And he fucking gobbles fucking Shrieking Ray. He dies too. And it's just like Rex is like, "Shrieking Ray," like just
you dishonored my family.
dude,
now
it's just so fucked.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I don't know if we go back to the last episode, we saw Shrieking Ray being fucking sus before, being a little jelly but Mark. So we assumed that he was gonna have a huge plan, but Kirk was like, nope, he's gonna get dead. Like, which is hilarious. It's so fucking funny, but it's so fucked up.
He got us. He sure did
He
get
did.
us.
So then Rex goes after seeing both of his fucking the girl he cares about and a teammate fucking die right in front of him. He starts going berserk. He kills. He throws something and kills two of the other Little League members. They
Hydra,
Hydra Cobra, yeah. They get blown apart, and so essentially he has the big guy to deal with, and it's gonna be a struggle. Transitions back to the spaceship. They're getting bombarded by fucking sequids. Eve is getting fucking tired as shit. Holding up this barrier for too fucking long. Essentially, it's like it's not working. The situation's getting worse. Like we need a fucking plan. Like, you know, and then essentially like, Robot's like, listen, I have a plan. I'm gonna basically like amplify the sonic disruptor that I have with the parts from my suit to then make this be a fucking just basically stun the fucking Sequids entirely and Sequid Senpai. And but it'll take him like 10 minutes to do so. So they have to basically like protect him while this is happening. And then literally like Invincible needs an escape plan. He's like, Shapesmith, are there any ships available? It's like, oh yeah, there are hundreds of fucking ships on this smaller ships on this fucking bitch. Like I remember as a kid, they showed us them while we were on our tour, like as children. So they have a plan going in motion. Transitions back to fucking Earth. Rex is having in the middle of his fucking fight. He's like, I'm gonna fucking take you out. You killed Duplicate, you killed Stinking Ray, you're a damn psycho. You have to be stopped. Fucking the big guy's like, nope, grabs Rex by the arm while Rex is holding a ball that he's charged up with kinetic energy. And then literally like as he grabs him, the man fucking bites Rex's hand off. And Rex is like, holy fucking shit, you just see blood and like his cybernetics, like it's gruesome.
Nub.
He has a little bloody nub, but literally is like, haha, like literally like this is so much fun. I'm gonna savor this fucking moment while he like swallows the explosive that he just tried with kinetic energy, and his head fucking explodes and he dies. And then
dumbass.
While Rex is fucking recuperating, he's like crying because like he's just being scarred that like literally like, this traumatic event just happened to him. Then we just see Cobra Commander behind him being like, they say it's fucking cowardice. I call it intelligence for the fact that he just disappeared while the fight went on.
Some people may say I'm a baby bag bitch, but they don't have the gun. And just
but then literally like, literally like he has a gun in the back of his head. He's like, I suggest you say a prayer. Transitions back to Senpai Man. Like this page of him just like him like it's like he looks like kind of like Sandman, where like he has like a bunch of fucking sequins like propelling him like in like a vortex, but he's like also bombarding the team A with it's just so well done.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, just like he's like, you're gonna be useful to us. It's fine. Just like let it happen. Like come on,
guys, just let me inside your butt.
Yeah,
it's okay.
And like Eve is like losing focus. Essentially, she's losing focus on and she's pushing her powers to her limits. And robot's like, I need more time. And he's giving me 5 more minutes. All you can see is fucking Immortal being the great leader that is being like, I command you to fucking pull up this barrier. It's a goddamn order. If you do that, the Earth is at stake. He's yelling at Eve. He's like, dude, pressure is not. Mark's like, pressure is not gonna fucking help you, asshole.
Yeah, Immortal, stop! You're being a bitch right now. Continue.
Exactly.
Sorry. Yeah.
But then essentially, like, but Eve's like trying her best, and then she nearly pass out, and the fucking barrier just breaks, and then issue 40 ends with them just being about to be bombarded by like millions of sequins, and Mark just says, "Oh crap," and then it ends. So, thoughts on issue 40?
I'm starting to like Rex.
Word.
Fucking baller. All he's got is explosives. Like one girl had an army, the other one
was
sucked and deserved to die. Yeah. But he really stepped up. He really fucked that.
He literally took out. So far, he's took out most of the Lizard League by himself, and it's pretty baller.
Yo.
With the sacrifices of his life, the only thing he lost was his hand.
Yeah, pretty upsetting. But man, he'll get over it. They always do. What else? Immortal being kind of a bitch.
Yeah,
kind of not doing a great job leading the group.
Yeah,
but to be fair, his wife did die. He didn't know it, but
he didn't know. So he has no excuse at this point.
Yeah. Oh well. This is what I really wanted to talk about. Fucking duplicate. If her power, if staying alive, you require at least a one clone
to stay behind.
Die, just leave it behind. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just stay behind.
Every time. What was the reason? She's just letting herself give her the opportunity to die. She dumb. She deserves to die. Fuck her. I'm happy she's dead. Not really, but yeah. You could bitch about Amber being a whole.
She being. Here's the thing though. Technically speaking, though, Mark cheated first because she so far she hasn't initiated anything with the guys. Now he already kissed Eve in issue 39.
Valid point. Valid point.
So
logistically speaking, Mark's in the wrong. But since he's one of our boys,
he's the main boy, he gets an excuse.
My man doesn't need this whole fuck Amber.
Yeah, but no, he's in the wrong though, for sure.
Yeah, he is in the wrong. Yeah, exactly. But we mentioned before in the last one, we were shocked that Mark would do such a thing. How dare he cheat on Amber? But it's fun to shit on Amber.
Yeah.
We're not gonna see her again, probably. Hopefully.
Issue 39 though, I enjoyed. Issue 40, my fault. It was really fun. Dope action. Like just Ryan Ollie again, being the master of drawing fucking fights, him experimenting with the sequins and stuff. That was cool. Having Rex, kind of like, having more redemption because you don't like Rex throughout, what is it, like, like the 30, from this, like, you have 30, like, 9 issues of not right, of 40 issues of not liking Rex, and then this happens, and then you're like, holy shit, like, because you see with Rex that, like, this is gonna affect him throughout the rest of the book, like, because he's been taking being a superhero for granted, and like, caring more about the notoriety, blah blah. But like, seeing this is gonna affect him, which is good character development. So
look at him not being shitty anymore.
Yeah, well, so we'll see what this seeing like, Shrinking Ray die, and the woman that he cares about, even though she's another man, dying multiple times, may I add you, will affect him.
I look forward to his character arc.
Yeah, for sure. So any more thoughts, or move on to issue 41?
I mean, you already know what I'm gonna say. I fucked with the bottle. There we go.
Stop that again! Stop being a fucking.
If there's
rehab, I know it keeps the ghosts at bay, but it's not the right way to go about it.
There's an elderly German woman who keeps on yelling at me, man. I need the pills. These horse tranquilizers, man, they're not doing it for me anymore. This ibuprofen, Oxycontin. What else drugs do people take? Epinephrine, Xanax. Mega Man.
41. Okay.
Mega took me a while. 41.
So 41. Oh, great cover. I love that it's a welcome home parade. It's nice.
Mr. President, get down.
It's
a Kennedy
which is
assassination joke.
like which is funny because in comics.
Okay, it was a bad one.
No, it's not. Oh, I get it now. Yeah, it's we have to save Invincible. He's gonna change the fabric of reality.
No. You see that girl right next to the cop?
It's fucking Vanya.
Your hand to the right. That's a gun.
Yeah.
Mr. President, no. Yeah. But 41. Sorry to interrupt.
Well, actually, side tangent real quick though. I'd love to see a multiverse version of Mark where like he's the president, like how like Superman. How there's like a black Superman that's a president in DC.
Really? I didn't know he was a president in one of them.
Yeah, there's a Superman in DC. He's African American. He's like based off of Obama, and yeah, he's the president. His name's Calvin Ellis, and he's Superman of that world. But that's fine.
Like, do we cover that multiverse in
what happened?
the commentary read? Because we went to the multiverse before.
With Invincible?
Yeah, a little bit. Did we see that one yet?
I mean, thing is, like that's the thing that we haven't seen any multiverse in versions of Invincible at all. So even if there are any, so you know,
yeah, so we did that one where he was evil with his dad. And that's the only one I remember.
Yeah. Which I thought was great. But other than that, we don't know where if there are any more other versions. But so anyway, so we'll see where that goes. So anyway, issue 41. It starts with proceeding with them about to get fucking mopped by the Sequids. Robot still needs more time to make his device to stun some Sequid Senpai. And Sequid Senpai is no dragon. It can't be stopped. It is inevitable. It's just being Mr. Smith from Matrix. Like, it is inevitable. You will become one of us. Blah blah yada yada. But so then essentially, what's it called? Immortal tries to like be like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking go after him, and Invincible's like, no, I'm fucking stronger than you. I don't want your ego is not fucking important right now.
Man pinned him to the wall and said, no, sit down, son. I got this.
Exactly. And he was just like, no, it's not about your fucking ego, Immortal. Like, I'm stronger than you. Remember that. Like, so Mark goes head on with Secret Senpai. Fucking not Rex, sorry. I got confused. Rudy is about to get bombarded by some Secrets, but then fucking Shapesmith comes in clutch and pulls a fucking Mr. Fantastic and like wraps himself into a fucking ball to give Rudy.
There you go.
To give Rudy more time to complete the device. Rudy's about to be almost there, and then next thing you know, he finishes the device. And I love how like Shapesmith has to fucking put his ear to his own stomach to hear Rudy, to communicate with Rudy to hear what he says. So he hears that it's finished. Mark actually wait, sorry. He says, guys, it's done, because the device had to be in close proximity to Secret Senpai in order for it to work. That's when Immortal tries to like come in clutch and save the day, but Mark's like, sit the fuck down, Gramps. Nope, I'm stronger than you. It's not about your goddamn ego. There's too much at stake. So
get down, Mr. President.
Exactly.
So
then essentially, Mark comes in. Secret Senpai's confused. Then there's a dope splash of him activating the fucking device. So see, that's gonna be the thumbnail of this episode. And it's just like of the Sequids literally being burst off of Rus Livingston. And he's back to normal, and you just see Mark lifting him down. So then essentially now they're trying to go to the hangar, and Shipman's gonna lead them there. So then,
Yeah.
so then it transitions back to Rexplode having Cobra Commander having the gun to his head, and then literally just like Rex after all this. I love this shit. This scene where Rex like after all this shit that's been going down, seeing his friend die, he's just like, just fucking shoot me. Like I'm done. Pull the goddamn trigger. And Cobra Commander actually fucking does it and shoots him in the head. But like, but like,
Rex didn't give a shit.
yeah, Rex just didn't give a shit. He's like, just shoot me in the fucking head, and he fucking did it. And but like Rex is still alive because I guess it didn't hit his brain.
Yep. I guess went between the lobes.
Went between the lobes, I
I guess
guess.
he's suffering from smooth brain syndrome and then just glided through like a penguin on ice.
Exactly, I guess so. But
Mm-hmm.
so then essentially, like Rex, like hits, like flicks the gun away, like slaps the gun out of his hand. They start getting into a fight, and then Rex just like punches this man so hard, knocks him the fuck out, and you just see like teeth breaking and flying out. And it's a dope panel. And then Cobra Commander plummets to the ground. Then Rex is like, I can't believe I just like. He's like, huh, like I can't believe I actually like saved the day. Then he passes out. Then out of nowhere we see our boy, good old Brit.
Back at it again, ready to save the day.
Honestly,
It was an hour early.
but it was an hour too late.
Yup.
And he's
Man
just like,
walks into dead bodies everywhere.
honestly. And then
Yeah.
we just like he contacts Cecil. Is like, sir, um, yeah, the team, yeah, you may want to send like the team, and it's all over. And Cecil's like, is anyone dead? And he's like, yeah, it looks that way. They're dead. And you just see like a bullet go like, just bounce off him. Is like, oh wait, no, Cobra Commander's still alive. I'm just like, that's so funny.
Wait a minute. We got one. Shoots him in the face. All right, we good. God, I love Brit.
It is so great.
He's great.
So then it transitions back to the spaceship. They're at the hangar about to like board a smaller mini ship to go back to Earth. The Martians are like, halt, like you have restored the hierarchy, like you've restored us from restored the rule over my people from Secret Senpai. Like you'll always be remembered for this. We're forever in your debt. But you cannot leave. You can't leave with the great betrayer. No, the fuck you think you're doing? He has to fucking stay. You know, he betrayed us. He's one of ours. He has to seek justice. And then Mark's like, so what do you plan on doing with him exactly?
Murder.
Executed. And Mark's like, I love it. Mark's like, executed. It transitions to them fucking escaping from the ship being chased.
Executed.
Like, we gotta get the fuck out of
here. That's not good.
And literally just like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. It's just so fucking funny.
Yeah.
So they're being chased down by the spaceships. They're having like a cool space battle, and then like Mark's like faster, like, and like Rudy's fucking driving it, and literally is like, I don't know, like I think it's as fast as it can go. And then literally is like, and Rudy's like, what about weapons? Are there any weapons? He's like, listen, no, they didn't show us the weapons on our tour when I was a kid. I don't know. And he's like, forget weapons. Mark just forget weapons. Just show me where the fucking airlock is. And we see this dope fucking numerous action panels of fucking Mark going outside of in deep space and just like wrecking all these ships. And we get the splash page of like Mark Mark flying, and there's like a backdrop like a huge fucking explosion. It's so good.
Oh, Mike, you just want a heads up. You got 2 minutes before the horse tranquilizer kick in. So,
oh shit,
if things get weird, I want to let you know. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 minute and 10 seconds. Continue.
But anyway, Eve, Mark goes back into the ship. They're all like congratulating him, like, "Oh wow, we're so impressed. We're so fucking badass." And it's like you come a long way from like fighting your dad, from like dealing with just regular Earth battles to like wrecking spaceships. And then it transitions days later where they're back on Earth, and Mark is flying on Ambrose's windowsill, seeing her with fucking Gary about to thought, and literally is just like, oh like Gary's like, oh, it was just a movie. Like, I know it was just a movie, but like, I feel kind of wrong about this, because you have a boyfriend. And he's like, listen, it's like we've seen a couple movies together. We've done homework together. It's fine. And Lily's just like, it's starting to feel, and like Amber's like, it's starting to feel wrong. It's like, yeah, but your boyfriend, isn't he like not there all the time? Like, isn't he like not there for you? He's like, where exactly is your boyfriend? And Grace's like, I don't know. And he's like, and where am I? And she like calls up to her. She's like, you're here. You're right here. And she's like, a smile. I'm like, she about to this hoe dead
Give me
ass.
that dick, Gary. Also, time's up. Just start foaming out the mouth.
But anyway,
Continue.
transition back to Utah.
Ignore me.
Back to Utah, where Immortal and Black Samson are talking. They just came from Duplicate's funeral. He's basically it's like heart to heart, where he's just like, yeah, Black Sam's like, I'm so sorry for your loss. Like, honestly, this is so tragic because you guys just got married, and then like literally like Immortal's like literally like I haven't like listen, it's nothing I haven't experienced before, and it's just the fact that like the thing is like I knew we were young and all, but like literally I didn't expect to lose her so soon, because she was so young, and it's like it's very sad. Like he's really feeling it. Like, so then it transitions back to Mark, encountering Amber and Gary. Post coitus, of course. Just kidding, they didn't fuck, but they didn't they didn't fuck. But essentially, like he's just like, it's like, dude, it's not what it looks like. It's like Mark's like, I don't give a fuck. Just go, just leave. And then essentially they go inside and they basically like they have this talk where it's just like, listen, I have been the best boyfriend. I've been trying to make it work because I'm invincible. I can't change that. The world's just gonna need me. And like I've been trying my best to keep like, the relationship intact, but like it's obviously hasn't been fair to you and hasn't been working. And essentially she at the same time, she's also been feeling the same way where it's just like, listen, like I kissed Eve and like here's the thing, like, I kind of want to like I love you, I really do. Like we're great together, and I love spending time with you. But like, it's just obviously with the way my life is and the way yours is, it's just not gonna work out. But like, and honestly, the thing with Eve, I'm not trying to pursue. I think I might actually like want to pursue that. And then Amber's like, listen, honestly, I agree with you. The thing is, I was expecting you to say all of that except for the whole Eve part. But like literally, like she's like, listen, like every single thing you've just said to me, um, like as I said, everything you just said to me seriously, like all of it, like I understand it, I promise. But except for the part with Eve, that part I didn't expect. And she's like, oh well, what a relief. And then she's like, he's like, I did miss you a bunch though, like really. And he's like, one last cuddle, and he's like, yeah, sure, I guess. It transitions back to the Pentagon. Mark is checking up on Rexplode. Rex is like all bandaged up, like in the hospital on a gurney. And literally just like he's like, oh yeah, I heard they threw a parade. Like man, Mark's like, man, you look fucking awful. And like Rexplode's like, yeah, I heard they threw a fucking parade for you, jerk. He's like, well, like they threw a parade for all of us, but like I was mentioned to be the one to like stop Secret Senpai. Like I was a little bit more focused. And he's like, yeah, but I saved the world. Where the fuck? And I was shot in the head and I lost a hand. Where the fuck is my parade? And it's like, oh, here's Rex back to being a fucking asshole. He was not redeemed. And then, but like, he was just like, and you see Mark just like, damn, okay, I feel bad now. But then Rex like, listen, I was joking. And it's like, here's the thing, like they kept it hush hush because they'd rather have the public know that that the superheroes stopped an alien invasion rather than them just like having them be like eradicated by nukes on American soil. So it's better for public perception and to like relieve panic. You know, but like here's the thing though, he's like don't feel guilty, but he's like also like Mark's like yeah I know it's not on you. But like here's the thing, I also broke up with my girlfriend today. It's like yeah, been there, done that, move on. It's like Rex, like here's like Rex. he's being, he's actually being like a more redeemable character now, but he's also still going to be Rex. So that's the thing, which I love. So then it transitions back to Rex Livingston talking to one of his astronaut buddies from NASA, and essentially, uh, his buddy's essentially like, "Oh, great, man. Listen, you've been through a lot. Like, it's lucky to have you back. I know, like, if you're, I'm here to talk if you want. Like, listen. But here's the thing, though. They rehired you. They technically rehired you because a Martian replaced your ass. You're not paying rent anymore. Yeah. So listen. Things are just gonna work out." And it's like, yeah, like, I believe you, man. So like, anytime you want to talk, I'm here. He's like, yeah, sure. Listen, it's something to look forward to, but I'll see you at work next week. I'm just gonna rest. And so then he goes up to his room, his apartment, home sweet home, and home sweet home. He says he starts coughing, and it's just like, but then he just doesn't stop. So he starts coughing and coughing, and it's bringing to the point of like something clearly fucking wrong with him. He's just coughing aggressively. It's really bad, and then he starts to fucking vomit, and it's like, holy shit. Then we just see fucking tentacles and just two sequids come out of his stomach and up out of his mouth and bond to him. And they're just like, ha ha ha, defeated? They thought they defeated us? Like, listen, we're too smart for them. They obviously didn't see this coming, but listen, we're on Earth. We're gonna start our invasion and we're gonna reproduce. It may take years, but we're gonna have Earth is gonna be ours now. And but it's only a matter of time. And issue 41 ends. And yeah, so the Sequids have technically won. They're on Earth, and they're gonna start their invasion. So thoughts on 41?
I can't feel my face. I could see color and I could taste sound. Where am I? Mikey, I don't feel good.
They take those damn horse tranquilizers and shit. But any thoughts?
No thought. Brain empty.
Okay. Well,
but all joking aside, those were mints, and that was a lot of mint, and my mouth doesn't feel good at all.
At least you don't have to brush your teeth.
No, bro, those were Tic Tacs. They're filled with sugar. Bro, I gotta brush my teeth extra bad. All I have is minty toothpaste. It's just gonna add mint on mint. Bro.
But anyway,
it wasn't worth it. But anyway, yeah, back to I really like sorry. I really like the conclusion with Rex. It was super cute.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that he wasn't actually pissed off. He was more humble now. It's like, okay, yeah, I get it. I don't really want the fame and glory. Like you said before. He's getting that character development. 42?
Nothing else you want to say?
Fuck Amber. I mean,
okay, well, I'm gonna say issue 41 was dope. Good conclusion with Rex's arc. Actually, being a more redeemable character. Good twist with the sequence though. Like I remember reading that for the first time, being like, "Oh shit, like that's bad."
Yeah. I can't wait for them to get followed by yeah.
Yeah, because Kirkman makes you seem like that the day was saved.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't. So I mean, obviously, we didn't want this to happen, but obviously, Amber and Mark are not together anymore. They're done. It's a good book. It's good stuff. More cooking, more setup. Yeah. So what? No.
42.
Issue 42, Christian.
Mark's in space, and then he's not in space. He's back in the space. Then he's not. Then he sees Oliver. Oliver's smart now. Too smart. They play baseball. Mark gets sad because Dad's not here. He uses Dad's mitt. Oliver can fly.
Okay.
Do you want me to get into more detail?
I mean,
Like
I kind of want you to.
the majority of this comic was recapping everything that happened. They start off back at Debbie's house, I believe. No. It starts off in space. Mark's helping space, the astronauts. The Tic Tacs really got me fucked up. Not gonna lie. The astronauts, they're not feeling too great about Mark because of the whole thing with his dad. Basically, just a recap of what he did.
Mhm.
Other astronaut who got saved by Mark says he's a hero. Giant baby monster came to Earth. Mark needs to help him out. A couple people died. No big deal. And Oliver, his half brother, has superpowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all the important stuff.
Mm-hmm. And I love that page at the end with Oliver, where it's like more, it's like again like nodding to when like in the first 8 issues when like Mark got his powers and he was playing like catch, super powered catch with his dad.
Yeah,
Now it's like
he's throwing the
Mark,
ball around the world.
yeah. So now it's like Mark and Mark's taking up that like step with Oliver, like teaching him how to use his powers, and it's
Mark
great,
is daddy now.
and it's wild because like Oliver seems to be like what like 10, 12 years old right now,
Yeah,
age, and he technically got
younger
his
than
powers
Mark.
a lot earlier than Mark did.
Mm-hmm.
Mark was like a senior in high school by the time he got his powers.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to mention it to Mom, Oliver. He wanted to
Yeah,
keep it a surprise.
yeah, word
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
the reason why it was so much faster is because the half alien self that he has, they advance a lot quicker. They age to um, like their rate of life is like 6 months or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
But
that's the reason
yeah.
why.
Also, like again with the recap, like the because there's a press conference that Mark does with along with Cecil, and basically like people aren't trusting him because of like obviously like what happened with Omni Man. Basically, like I'm not my father, like I'm different, like I know like I'm his son, but like I'm actually trying to do good here. Like you can trust me, and yeah, I mean
Yeah,
he like the whole Amber issue talking about William and thinking about like the whole college future about his future in college stuff like that. And it's basically, yeah, 42. But
yeah. All
so
that just recaps stuff, just for the reader to know what the fuck is happening if they're hopping in here, so they can
mhm.
be like, oh yeah, this isn't too bad.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, did we do it?
I mean, yeah, we did it, man. We did any final thoughts on the whole thing as a whole, the whole my favorite Martian.
My eyes are bleeding. Final thoughts. Alan the Alien. He's back. He's stronger than ever. I love it so goddamn much. I missed him.
Hmm.
Alien fight scene. Absolutely great. Per usual. He never disappoints.
Yeah, of course.
Good plot twist with the sequence coming to Earth.
Hmm.
I like how a win is never really a win in these comic books.
Word.
It's just it's just adding to more and more things and
Yeah,
building up further and further, which is great. And I look forward to seeing that tumble down once again.
yeah, word.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Yeah, I mean this great arc. Do going more into like more of like the alien territory with like Mars, like hashing that up. I mean, like stuff with Reaniman. Like to see like where that's gonna go in the future with Cecil recruiting DA Sinclair now. We'll see where that goes. So he's being sus. Robot and I'm sorry, Rudy. Now Rudy and Monster Girl, like building a relationship with each other. Everything is very cute. Mark ending his relationship with Amber, and now potentially starting something with Eve. You know, that's something to look forward to as well. Um, I love Secret Senpai. Like his whole like the fights with him. Like he's shown to like actually be a real threat. Like one of the biggest threats they've faced. The Guardians of the Globe has faced um so far, and I love
Yeah,
that.
they faced a lot of shit.
Yeah, The Rex's arc, him actually like him having grow up after seeing like his friends fucking die, is great. Oliver stuff, him, seeing like Oliver like him aging, him getting smarter, and now him getting powers now. I don't way earlier than Mark did is wild. You know, so yeah, I'm excited to see what happens next with this stuff, and also like the twist of like a win. As I said, a win isn't really a win in Invincible, which is true. So like the sequels are gonna be on Earth now, and to see where that's gonna go. But yeah, it's good stuff. I mean, it's Kirkman, seasoning,
Mm,
cooking.
season.
But yeah, that's all I have to say about the whole arc. Great arc, good stuff as always. Good art, good writing, more setup, great.
My face looks like a directional pad if I had a black line up here.
But
You see it?
yeah. So I mean, I do actually see that. Yeah. Okay. Well,
You done with my
um,
bullshit yet, Mikey?
well, thank y'all for either people who tuned in or if you're gonna watch this after when it's uploaded to YouTube. We appreciate it. We appreciate the support. Um,
Mm.
this is our 10th episode, so we've hit a milestone.
Holy
So
shit,
yeah,
we did it?
it took us 2 years,
Yeah.
almost 2 years to get to 10 episodes. Wild. Um,
Wow.
but
That's great.
but
Way
you
to
know,
celebrate.
we're being consistent, so it's good stuff. Not like how we were doing it before.
Yes. Yes,
But
yes, yes. Very proud
yeah.
of us.
So thank y'all for tuning in. Next week, next Friday, we're going back to side material. We're going to be talking about a series, a new character that's in the Invincible universe that is important that we will see not only in a story, a brief story arc. That's
What's
going to
his
for sure
name?
that's going to happen after we do this episode. But we're gonna see him in a bunch of events and stuff like that. We
You
are
know how
doing we're talking about the astounding Wolfman. We're gonna do we're gonna do the first 4 issues of his ongoing series. That's written by Kirkman and art by Todd Howard, I believe. And I'm
oh,
excited because I've read Invincible. I've seen this character, but I've never read his ongoing series. And so I want to know more about him, his origins, all that stuff. So but yeah, so we're gonna do this, but then like after this, we're gonna go back to the main story after episode 11 with the Astounding Wolfman. So we're
yeah.
we're
We
gonna keep going.
we know how Matt loves these side stories.
Yeah, we do know
Love
how Matt loves these side stories. So
him up. They're gonna be great. He's gonna love it.
yep,
Can't
yep,
wait.
yep.
Yep.
So tune in next week. Also make sure tomorrow we're doing another spooky special episode of the Indie Corner as well for discussing the Witch's Bad Egg Halloween special. So tune in for that. And also, just keep it. We're gonna just keep it going. So, Chris, you want to do the good old outro real quick?
Yeah. Okay. Remember, kids. If your brother comes back from the future and he's also half your age, make sure you wear a mask. Do drugs. Have sex. Drugs. Don't touch your hairy brother. He's going through a lot. And he's weirdly bigger than usual. Don't lick the homeless. And most importantly, fuck Donald Trump.
Of course.
Yes. Take it away, Mikey.
And to quote the Blurred Without Fear, wash your damn hands. Peace, guys. Happy Hallows Eve. And now since it's 12, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween.
Oh my God, that's great.
And we'll catch you all next week. Be safe. Get home safe.
Get
Bye,
all
guys.
sick.